Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Long time no see. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, the subscribes, everything, the patience. I appreciate everyone. As my life is transitioning, I see, not by my design, but so I just go with the flow. Today we're going to ring the bell. I just got this feeling that this is a message for someone. We're going to ring the bell, we're going to clear the energy, and we're going to see what this message is. Hey, Red Violet Crystals, how are you? That's one of those rings of, whenever you're at school and it was like, not just the school bell, but it was almost like something within that school bell ring while you're at school of having to pay attention. Because as my hand went back and forth, that was the speed of it. So no matter how the message is delivered, it just needs to be paid attention. So let's just start with the wild mystic, because I feel like that's where the message comes. So at the bottom, we have peace. Something about someone's peace. I'm well, Red Violet. You know, Spirit is guiding me, and I'm allowing it. Something about somebody's peace. I kind of feel like someone is almost like acting like they're at peace right now whenever they're really not. They feel like they have to present themselves in a certain way. Hi, behaving. Because they feel like, if they don't, they would be giving up their power. But that's not it. Your power comes in being truly at peace, no matter what. And understanding that no matter what, everything is going to be all right. Everything is always all right. Hi, Ayana. Nice to see you. So let's see what the message of Spirit has for us. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message? Freedom. I feel like this is someone's call, someone's ticket, someone's answer to their question. Freedom. Because with that freedom comes joy. And with that joy, that's where the power comes. Freedom. So if at first someone was disguising themselves being a certain way because they felt like if they didn't present themselves, act like a certain, they would be giving up their power, understanding that the real power comes in not having to wear a disguise. What's the message, Spirit? Okay, Red Violet. Yep. So nice to see you. Hey, RB, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. So, Spirit has something that is about to be revealed to you. And it has something to do with either the ability for you to feel like this is the right way, this is the right course, this is the right decision dealing with this freedom. Because it's like you're going to find yourself all of a sudden with some type of unbound courage that you feel like you never really knew that you had. It's not going to be until you are really towards the end of whatever this thing is, and it is a big thing. When we look back on it, we're going to see that it was a big, monumental thing in our life. But when we look back towards the end, that's when we're going to see how strong we were, how courageous we were. Something in the stillness, something in you not allowing anything to move you or to remove you from your path. You can't make this up, that determination. Because all of this, it's all worth it. Because where it leads to is your life of being healed, a path of healing. And once we get past that healing, here once again is that joy. It's like once we're going through, and it's like something about what I had said earlier, remembering that everything is it always turns out all right. Everything, it always turns out for the better. No matter if we go through and then my daughter's confirmation, she was co-signing. No matter how hard it gets, whenever it's at the end of it, we see that it was for the best. Yeah, it's like it's a mystery. Something that you didn't know that you needed, or didn't know that you needed to look for, or didn't know that, or something. But it was like you had to actually look for this. Or maybe it was that you had to look for something that within you that it was time to put an end to. Because you thinking that it's helping you, but it's really hindering you. So it's time to put an end to this tricking ourselves thinking. And it could be like maybe something as so simple as, some people, they can't just drink. They got to drink. They can't just have a glass of wine or two. They got to finish off the bottle. They got to go out. They got to, be sloppy. They just can't handle it. You know, and that's something that's holding them back. So maybe somebody thinks that, me having a drink or two is helping me unwind. No, it's helping you get wound up. And you're the only one that's not understanding that, you're making an ass of yourself, and nobody likes to be around somebody like that. I'm not around anybody like that. I'm single, so. But it's time for someone to understand that it's time for them to work on self. Whatever this work is, it's something that has to do with them being able to trust in themselves and being balanced within self. She who knows. Maybe somebody with a B, a J, a D, a Q. It could be somebody that they call. They call somebody B. They call somebody J. They call somebody D. They call somebody Q. But whatever it is, I feel like what this person, maybe the initials or what they call them or whatever, something about this fear. I don't feel like it's a fear. I feel like it's a one of those fears that it's like you made up in your mind that really doesn't even exist. And once you get past it or away from it, you're thinking, what was I afraid of that for? Why did I not want that to end? Shit. And it could be about this something that you're doing that you need to work on, this mystery or something, you know. Or it could be that somebody's in your ear putting a fear in. Man, you don't want to stop doing that. Okay, so you're gonna stop drinking. What, we're not gonna be friends now? We're not gonna do this now? We're not gonna do that now? It's like they trying to be cunning and make this deal with you, when it's really not them being cunning or making a deal. Hey, LJ, how are you? Bragsy. So, yes. Mm-hmm. Because misery loves company. They don't want you to stop, whatever it is. It could be drinking, it could be drugs, it could be stealing, it could be anything. It could be just living a life that you're no longer happy with, and you want to start a new life. You want to turn over a new leaf, and somebody is like trying to talk you out of it because it works well for them, but it does not work well for you at all. Oop, I'm going to set the whole thing on fire. But this was in reverse secret. So whatever the secret is, it's no longer a secret. It's out. It's in the open. And somebody's able to see how cunning somebody was. Somebody that they even held sacred. How cunning this person was. How it's like how this person was trying to, use your emotions to try and keep you stuck in a position. You wanna go ahead and right now you working at the quick stop, the midnight shift, only whenever they need you, and they only need you whenever. But you wanna go ahead and go on back to school and get your RN or your LPN, or you want to get your whatever it is that you want to do. You want to do something different. And so somebody's trying to be like, oh no, okay. So first they're trying to say, oh, you trying to be all uppity because you want to get some education now. You want to act like they're trying to do that. And when that don't work, then they try and do this. Then they try and say that. Then they try and say this. It's like they're trying to beat you up and beat you down so that you don't succeed. What's the message? Okay. Okay. So we have kindness, we have consume, and we have create. So I feel like with your kindness and this consume, be very careful, because this is something that, people take a kindness for a weakness. And they're not going to stop until you are all used up. This consume, this is leave nothing left. The vultures, they leave absolutely nothing left. Like somebody just used the fuck out of you. And now it's time for you to create something new, something just for you. Your instincts are on point. Right now, you're about the situation that you're in. Your instincts are on point. And you've seen it before. You know who's working with who to trust, who not to trust, who's involved, who really ain't involved. You know all the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. And trust me, you're wiser than what they think. A lot wiser than what they anticipated. Not only that, you're able to read their energy. When they go left, you know to go right. When they try and come right, you know to sidestep them and go to the left. Your instincts are on point right now. What else there? Amen, amen, amen. Woo! It almost feels like a Sunday. I wish I could sing. Yeah, I would do a gospel or something, but I can't sing. So, ain't no need for me to even get started. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Anything else from this deck? Oh, okay. Just make sure that you're protecting yourself. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. Let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. 5 of Pentacles. Either somebody's feeling left out in the cold or they wanted you to be left out in the cold. Yeah, they didn't want you to have what you wanted. They didn't want you to have nothing, but somebody, you got everything that you need. And guess what? That's your karma. That's your karma. Your karma. Your good karma. Okay? And see, now somebody else, it's like they praying because of the conflict that they brought. They praying to God because of all that conflict, that fuckery, bullshittery, everything that they brought. You know? Now they praying. Well, pray on then. Pray on, prayer. Pray on, prayer. What's the message? What is the message? Tell us I want to flip. I did. 2. Somebody's starting up. They starting over, and they know which way they planning something. They planning a new. Somebody's starting something brand new, and they've already they're going from the Ace of Wands to the 2 of Wands. They planned it, and they starting it. Okay, it may have to do with the relationship. I'm telling you, somebody's feeling left out in the cold. Has to do with some relationship. Because somebody else done had enough of somebody else's bullshit. Somebody done had enough of somebody else's bullshit. They was like, oh, you still doing, we still doing that? Oh, okay, watch this. Okay, now how you like me now? I know you're like, okay, so like what just happened? It was all up in here. It all was up in here. So, what's the message? What's the message? What you say, child, the drama they brought. Right. I love you too, Rabbi. Thank you, Braxton. Yup. See, somebody now, and see, they upset because they don't want you to walk away. Now they can't walk away from you. And they is not happy about it. They don't want you to walk away. You walking away. They don't want that. Listen, they can't deal, and it's a shock. It's a shock. You were supposed to have been the one to have groveled. How dare you not grovel to them? Don't you know a hook? Don't you know a clue? Don't you know a cue when you see and hear one? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? See, you was like, oh, okay, we playing it like that. That's for the Ace of Wands and the 2 of Wands. I got something better for you, motherfucker. And you was like, you did whatever you did. Now somebody, they can handle it. They can't handle it. It's a shock. It's a shock. I don't know why. And it's a shock because you act on just as single as you want to act. You act unaffected. This person is damn near doing flips to try in front of you to try and get your attention, and you like this. Oh, is my shoe untied? Is this a smudge on my sandal? Huh. You know, fuck that. Yeah, I'm telling this can like this. Somebody so it's like whenever it comes sideways, I was read it in reverse. But it's like somebody they don't know what to do. They need to just chill the fuck out. They don't want to stop. They cannot put this to rest. They can't put it to rest because it's their motherfucking ego. It's the ego. They cannot put it to rest. You know it. You already know it. Mm-hmm. You was like, so the fuck what? And I'm telling you, this person, they trying to see what you doing. They trying. But the motherfucker brought it on themselves because see, they thought they was gonna get something over on you. They did it to themselves. They created that bullshit. Listen. Then they was even gonna sit here and try and send somebody your way, a young motherfucker your way. Okay? It's like I don't know. Send somebody your way. But it was gonna be like a game or something. And that's the truth. But you know the truth. You saw the truth. You did like this with the truth. I smell the truth. And this bullshit over here smells like a lie. I know the truth when I see it. I got my truth-telling glasses on. And I don't see the truth. Not coming out your lying ass mouth. You see the truth. And that's why you so I'm telling you, you can't make this up. That's why you so balanced. This person, they don't know what to do to get you off. They want to try and knock you off your square. They want to try and knock you off your square. It's me. Miss me. No. Somebody want to try and knock you off your square so bad. Not like physically. They want to rattle your mind. They want to get in your emotions. That's what it is. They want to get in your emotions. But see, it's like something about you. They didn't see this whenever they had the opportunity to see it. So, like we all say right here, fuck up. Fuck up. And now this person is trying to hold back how overburdened they feel. They was trying so hard to try and get you in like an emotional space. You know, they was trying to be rent free in your head. You was like, I don't like the hood. So hell no. Why in the hell what am I gonna be thinking about you? I don't like the hood. Okay. See, you getting justice, but somebody else isn't. Because this came like this. Somebody else is getting karma. Karma. And here you are staying by yourself, doing your own thing, and living your own life. Because you've already gone through your dark night of the soul. You know, you getting blessed with the best. You getting blessed with the best. Something about, okay. And see, okay. So I feel like something happened. So maybe somebody come to visit you or something like that. Somebody come to visit you. It could have been family. Could have been family, something like that. But somehow somebody thought that you was going to try and, okay, so I'm just going to use this as an example. All right. That's all I could do because I don't know every situation. And if I did, that'd be real creepy. We'd be here forever. But anyway, just as an example, let's just say that um, somebody, they thought that they was going to bring you a bowl of pudding, from a party, that their party or something like that, and they was going to do something for you, thinking that you in turn would do the same thing for them or something silly like that, but you didn't. And so it's kind of like this person, I don't know, it's like something about, I'm getting like something about maybe somebody visiting you or something like that. Maybe family or something. I'm not sure. Okay. Four of Pentacles. But I feel like it is somebody's holding something back though. hmm Maybe maybe somebody's family came to visit or something. Maybe that's it. Somebody's family came to visit and said something and somebody's holding something back. I don't know. But anyway, we have the Death card, the Six of Pentacles, and the World. So I feel like somebody is wanting you to share, to do that reciprocity, that giving and receiving. But somebody's like just keeping a tight lip, because somebody's there with the World card. They've already passed a certain something. Because if you have somebody that is trying to get up underneath your skin, is trying to put you in an emotional space, and you see that, you can ignore that person, and you ignoring that person has that puts that person in their feelings, because then they feel like, well, damn, I'm not even good enough to get up underneath the motherfucker's skin. Oh, not worth it. I got bigger fish to fry. I got other things to think about. Like, did I put the trash can at the curb? Today is trash pickup day. Whatever. So yeah, and I'm telling you, can't make this up. The best person is feeling so overburdened because you're not overburdened. You cannot make this up. Because this person was trying to cause some conflict. They was throwing the rock and trying to hide that. Hey, hand. Telling you, this motherfucker feel overburdened because you're not overburdened. Sasha said that's true. See, it was there. They was gonna get sheer joy out of you having nothing but sheer heartache, but it didn't work out like that because can't make this up. You was already balanced. You already saw their game plan. You already peeped their game. You already peeped their game. You said if you don't take that little Mickey Mouse insignificant childish bullshit somewhere else. Mm-hmm. You messed up that little game. You saw it. That little, they was gonna try and do something, have it so that you was gonna be the butt of the joke. No. They're the only ones smell like ass. Okay? Okay. Because Spirit saw that. Spirit said, nah, this shit ain't even happening like that. Mm-mm. Saw that little plan. Okay, what else, Spirit? Anything? Oh, okay. Okay. Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords. I told you, I feel like they sent somebody towards you to try and, schmooze you. But it didn't work. It did not work. I feel like they sent somebody towards you to try and schmooze you, but it didn't work. because somebody wanted to try and have control of, your household, or control of whatever you was doing or whatever. Somebody felt like that was going to make them have control over whatever you was doing, and like they was going to be that third wheel, like there's going to be involved, not involved, but involved. You know what I'm saying? As if like, you know how like it's like somebody gonna introduce you to somebody, okay, and they're like, I just thought that y'all would look so nice together, so you and this person get together, and somebody else in the middle of it, yeah, can't make this up, and like a bitter ass mother or something like that, yeah, trying to get all up in the middle of it. Hmm. Trying to get all somebody that's not a good wife, somebody that ain't got their own shit going on, but they want to sit here and run your shit ragged, do your shit dirty. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell them to go sit their ass down. Tell them, say, go sit your funky ass down. What's the message there? You ain't got to call them funky. What's the message? What's the message? Like somebody's gonna try and send like a spy. Somebody that's trying get in, and like they was gonna set it up so that like you was thinking it was like all this, but it was like all that. Like you was gonna be thinking, I got love on my mind. Okay, with somebody who was supposed to have been a Don Juan. Okay, but really, this was going to have been somebody who was sitting here gathering information and lying on you and spying on you and running intel for somebody else. Mhm. 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 Yep. Somebody thought this little kid ass game was gonna work. That's gonna be able to come to you with something. He's gonna fall for it. What's the message? Telling you, because somebody was on some double time, but it did not work. It did not work. Something about some type of communication or what somebody has said. Somebody has said something. It's almost like somebody said something that kind of tipped somebody else off. And so then the person, so somebody had said something, like they was moving too fast. That's what it was. Maybe they didn't even say nothing. Maybe somebody was just moving too fast. They was trying to talk too fast. They was trying to talk up on it with these two damn nights. Somebody trying to talk up on some Unanny or something like that. Some young buck. And this one's saying, hold up, motherfucker. No, you didn't. You better back the fuck up. I know how to use this damn sword. Shit. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, somebody thought their ship was gonna come in, but they found out they was their ass was left out in the cold. You ain't work. That shit was not working. What else, Spirit? What else? Anything else from this deck? This shit was not working. This shit was not working. The shit was not going to work. Maybe it worked before with somebody in the past, but it wasn't going to work with you. Now they know. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? I'm going to grab another deck. Okay, well, I'm going to guess do this one then. Telling you, somebody feels so overburdened because they felt like they was going to get you, but they ended up doing this to themselves. They thought they was going to get you, but they ended up getting themselves. Ain't that fucked up? Nope. That's what they call karma. And this person is getting karma. So I'm telling you, this person damn near will run out in the middle of the motherfucker street just trying to see if they can be seen by you. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. Maybe this is somebody from the past that you has, said, you know what, I'm getting ready to end this cycle right here. I'm done with this. I'm not gonna go back to that. Fuck all that. You've been through that shit before in the past. You know what time it is. You knew when somebody was trying to come with that little wangy wang so that they could do the little gamey game. Shit, that's why your ass said, you know what, fuck that. I'm walking away. I'm good. I'm good. Rejection is your protection, honey. Somebody was rejected and you was so protected. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, you was like, I'm good. I don't need it. You was like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. Thank you, but no, I don't need it. I don't like that. I don't like those colors, or I'm allergic to all them ingredients. No, I don't need it. Whatever. Thank you, but no thank you. See, now somebody feel like they overshot they say overshoot your shot. That's what they did. They overshot. They thought that they knew exactly where the basket was. Nope. Sure didn't. You was like, I'm good. I'm gonna do me. Because you knew what type of time this person was on. Demon time. You knew what this person was gonna try and do. Have you invite the devil in and this person was trying to do all these witchy witch bullshit, but you saw that. You saw what this person was doing very clearly. That's why you just said, you know what, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and get in my kayak. I done learned all them motherfucking lessons right here. I learned them. That's why I'm going on. I'm not trying to do this shit again. Thank you, but no thank you. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. We got the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and then we had the Ten of Swords that came in upside down. Yeah. You left because you said, I refuse to go through some bullshit that I done already been through before. I'm not going through this no more. I'm not going through this no more. So I don't know what somebody was thinking. We don't know. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Talking about something. I don't know what somebody was thinking. This is exactly what this motherfucker was thinking. They was gonna try and get into a couple scuffle, kerfuffle, whatever. Something with an uffle with you. Something with an uffle. Like they was gonna try and find a way to try. You know, some people just don't have enough motherfucking business of their own or time on their hands. Or they got too much time on their hands. I don't know what the fuck it is. But I feel like somebody's gonna try, like they would try and get all up in your business so they can try and wreck your business. You know what I'm saying? Hey Diane, like they would try and start shit. But they ain't getting shit. This motherfucker is out in the cold. Out in the cold. Because you already saw, you blocked them. You saw how smug they was, how they overshot they shot. You saw how they thought they knew they was gonna do this, but you left them all unread. Confused. They ain't see this one coming. They did not see this one coming. Because they knew they was gonna be able to send somebody who was gonna be able to do a whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop on you. You was gonna be like, oh my gosh, I think I'm like so in love and this and that and so stupid and blah blah blah. You was like, no, they're cool and all. They wasn't all really my style or nothing like that, but Ain't nothing wrong with no conversation. They wasn't expecting that. They was expecting you to be like, "Did you want my panties too?" Mm-mm. You was like, "Okay, that I just you laid something to rest." You was like, I'm good." Mm-hmm. Because you knew there's something better, there's somebody better, there's someone better that's coming along. Somebody that's mature, somebody that's honest, somebody that's a communicator, somebody that's got some good news for you. And they're going to tell you about how somebody was trying to try and work against you in some sort of way with some lies and some deceit behind your back. While you trying to do all this and working on you, they was going to be behind your back lying, trying to deceive. But see, this person got fucked up because they didn't know that they was messing themselves up, because you know what, your life took a totally different direction. Spirit got involved and started moving you in a different direction. So now this person is kind of like, oh, well, damn. Mm-hmm. And this came, let me see. Well, it did come upside down like this Two of Wands. But I don't know if it was because it was fell off my lap or what. But something about somebody's plans has changed. And it has to do with this relationship or a new relationship or somebody that they're choosing. Somebody that, and the whole truth of a situation. Somebody's going to choose to do something, or they're going to choose you, or they know that you are the choice. Because this person really wants to close this whole situation. I feel like it's with like maybe I don't know why I'm feeling like an overly possessive, controlling, like older female. I don't know why I'm feeling like that. But somebody's going to come and try and bring you some type of offer. Maybe they're going to give you a call or something. And they're going to ask if you guys can work on something. But they're going to be coming with some honesty. Because they understand. This is like an older sister or a mother or grandmother or something like that. Or it could even be a younger sister, just, she's a little bit older or whatever. But, I mean, not older than the sibling, but, older in age. But I don't know. And it doesn't have to be anyone that's older at all. It could just be their spirit. Somebody that feels like they know best. They know best. You can't tell them anything. But this is the same type of person that doesn't read anything. And so, in actuality, they don't know. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Thank you. Yeah. Something about some type of communication was supposed to harm you, but it didn't even touch you. Because Spirit had you out of the way. It's like you put up your own line of defense there. You decided it was time for you to, stand back, because you was already tired of games that people play. I'm telling you. And then this person, by you not acting or reacting the way that they thought that you were going to, it left them in a certain position. It left them looking stuck and stupid. Yeah. Because then everybody could see that you saw that person was just being immature, coming to you with some young bullshit, and you just let that shit go. Like, okay, well, yeah, okay, whatever. Because I don't have time to play with that. It's the death card. Can't make that up. Somebody was like, yeah, okay, well, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm leaving that because I don't really have time to play like that. You know? And so that's when it was clear and apparent to somebody who was acting like they was all happy and everything that wasn't really happy at all. In fact, what they was trying to do was to get in and fuck up your happiness for no goddamn reason. Yep. Yeah, but somebody was holding back. Somebody sitting back and they was watching. And they was purposely not reaching out. Somebody was purposely not reaching out for a particular reason. I feel like they kind of want to see how you's gonna handle this. Mm. But then there's somebody else who's coming along. I feel like somebody else is coming along, and either this person has, you know, some pull or a great idea, or a new opportunity for money making for a job, something, or this person has a lot of passion. But I feel like I feel like it's an opportunity for like a position or something like that. But the thing is, that person ain't really trying to pay nothing. They ain't really trying to pay nothing. They trying to be stingy, greedy, even though they got all the money. They don't want to give you shit, you know? So it's like you have to pay attention now. And not look at this, but look at what Spirit's trying to tell you. That way you can save yourself. Because I feel like something else is going to happen too. Something else is going to be offered. Like, but if you don't want to take this first thing, because then you'll get into, even if you take this first thing and something else is offered, you get into the, well, I've accepted this. Fuck that. You take that first thing, that second thing come. You want that, tell that second thing, I'll be there on Monday. You tell that first thing, it was real, it was cool. It wasn't real cool, but it was real and it was cool. Um, you know. Mm. Queen of Cups. Yep, something about you loving yourself. A decision that you needed to make to stand up for yourself, to defend yourself, to do what's best for yourself, to choose yourself so that you can be balanced. To choose yourself so that you can have that balance. Mm-hmm. What else, Spirit? Any, okay. Yeah. Your 401s. An 1111 card. I feel like, you are balanced. You're stable. You're loving, you're kind, you're gentle. I feel like you stay within your four walls. Somebody else thought that they was going to be able to get you outside of your comfort zone. Confirmation. I thought I heard turn the phone off or vibrate. They felt like they was going to be able to get you out of your comfort zone. Mm-mm, not at all. Sorry, yeah. What's the message? Okay, thank you. Yeah, something about a decision that needs to be made. But this is you going within. This is you following God's light. This is you following God's direction. This is you really being spiritually led, spiritually guided. Mm-hmm. And understanding that everything that, so there's a lot that's coming. Ooh, there's a lot that's coming out. There's a lot that's coming out about this person and things that this person was trying to plan. all these secrets are going to come out, and how this person was going to try and do whatever they could to win whatever for no damn reason. So I don't feel like this person even knows. But I'm telling you, there's some type of communication that's coming, and you know what, you are the victor because you didn't play no damn game. That was it. Spirit is guiding you for a reason. You didn't play no damn game. What's the message, Spirit? You made a decision. That's what it was. You made a decision when it came to you and your household. You and what you stood for. You know, what's the message, Spirit? Thank you. And you have the truth. And you get the victory. Thank you. Yep, I'm going to leave it right there with this. That giving and receiving. Everybody sees who you are, you know, because of the kind deeds that you do. How you're not trying to start no shit. You're not trying to be in no shit. So they see that. That's why, you know, they see how you stand head and shoulders above everyone else, and then how you're not afraid to defend yourself. But you're not the one. You're not the one, the two, or the three. So let's pull a couple of cards from the stack. Hold on, let me go get them because they're in the little closet over here. Okay. Let's see what the message is. All right. It says, don't you compete where you don't even compare. And become unstuck. Start moving. This could be for somebody who has to work on, you know, caring about what other people think about you. Or how, you know, somebody, I'm telling you, they plotted and they planned. They plotted and they planned on you. Mm-hmm. And now it's that person that's having that mental conflict. And they wonder why you're a little guarded. Yeah, I wonder why. Wonder why. Look, didn't we have that? Freedom. That was the very first card that we saw. Freedom. Freedom is in the truth. Somebody ended up catching feelings. Well, that's too damn bad. It's because you had that psychic and that spiritual protection. You're very highly intuitive, especially to somebody else's bullshit. You can smell that shit coming from a mile away. They bullshit. Telling you, it was a kitchen witch or warlock, somebody that's into black magic. They was going to try and do something. They were going to try and take your motherfucking riches. They just wanted to get in. They just need to get in. Make sure that you sage today. Sage your house. Somebody got some proof. They say they love you, but they still have secrets. But you have to let them know that, hey, they put themselves in this mess, so they got to get themselves out of this mess. And they definitely must read the room. Read the room, motherfuckers. Read the room. What's the message? Something about this wicked old hag. Told you. And you definitely cannot trust those people. Read it again. You can't trust those people. They're going to jail. Fuck having some compassion for the old raggedy asses because they wanted you to lose and deal with they bullshit. So fuck them. What's today? Oh, today is Monday. Okay, so I'm okay to curse all day. Okay, if it was Sunday, I probably would have had to start hitting the quarter jar, the cussing jar. But today is Monday, so I'm good. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. And really, if this person is just a timid person, that's all it is. And they don't like it because it's your time to shine. That's all that is. It's your time to shine. And guess what else? They really mad because their dark curse is returned. Ooh, we haven't had one of those in a long time. But we got that motherfucker today. See? And when you rely only on God, He gives you favor. That's what they didn't realize. They was going to try and sneak and do some shit. And they didn't know they was blocked. Now they talking about some, please unblock me. Fuck you. Fuck you and your horse. How about that? What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Could be somebody in the family. Every family always got them. Everybody got them. But they don't realize that you leveled up. Okay? You leveled up. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Whatever it is, handle it with dignity. And you tried to warn them. You warned their asses. You was like, I'm warning you. I'm warning you. They don't want to hear it. They don't believe that they have an entity attached. But they do. All of this is happening on a Monday. What's today? A Monday. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. My stomach is starting to talk to me. And the things that it is saying is not nice at all. In fact, I'm starting to feel upset. Just kidding. All right, y'all. I do plan on getting back on here because it's just 10:45 this morning. I have this dog. Y'all, she is like she's a big dog. She's probably about like close to 80 pounds. So, most of my day is trying to keep her from trying to jump up on me and lick me all in my face, especially around in my mouth. And walking her and all that other stuff. But anyway, I do plan on coming back on. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for your support and your patience. And I will see you soon. All right. I love y'all. And thank you so much, everyone. Hey, Tia, I didn't see you. Almost didn't see you. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I want you all to have a wonderful rest of your morning. All right. Hey, Diane. All right, y'all. I'm just going to come back and do another video. All right. And probably about an hour or so. All right. Bye now. I love y'all.